Okay, everybody, we're back. We're investigating a murder, and oh shoot, didn't want to do that. That kind of hurt my feeties. Now I just let you folks know I don't have the chat enabled, so I can't see what anybody is doing. Now, if you haven't watched my first video on this, I'm having to go find the I have to go find the priest because a lot of people have been talking about the priest. So we're going to go talk to the priest. So we're going to head over toward A. Where's A? A's over that way. Alrighty. I don't know what B is. Hold on. Find out more about Limpy. Okay, I haven't really completed that. I've already spoken to quite a few people, but we're going to go talk to the priest first. Hello, lady. Let's see if he's outside here. Okay. Not seeing him anywhere. Is he inside still, I wonder? Could be. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. Should be up. Hello, priesty. Where are you, dude? Any way to get upstairs? Okay, he's not here. Okay. Maybe I missed him when I was riding around. Who knows? Sorry about that, I had a cough. Oh, there he is, okay. Stop it with the sword, dude. That's funny, I gotta... Okay, let's talk to him.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Okay.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. and I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
Okay, I only have a 7 chance for this.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that, when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can, because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Father.
Farewell.
There's something else I had noticed there I want to ask him about here, or can I? Okay.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
What?
A witch?
A witch.
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words,
That's
someone's
true.
been gossiping. And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Consider it done.
Sure, if I can get the information
Good.
I need from you.
And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods. Take care now.
Okay. Take a look here. Old woman in the woods, huh? Okay, let's go check her out. Okay, let's do that. I want to get that done because maybe it'll open his mouth a little bit. Maybe then I can help him out. He'll help me out. Get to the bottom of the problem there I have. No harm in... Oh, how nice. Hello, chicken. Come on, Pebbles. It'd be nice if there was a way for me to name this horse because I don't want to go with the name Pebbles. Seriously, it reminds me of the Flintstones. Alright, let's get on there. Let's get on with this. Hello. Let's go talk to Gertrude, the old herbalist.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take the path. There's so many things I still have to do in this game, like learn how to read, learn how to fight better. Oh, definitely. I'm telling you, the fight mechanics in this game are just so hard for me right now. Where is she? I have to be getting close. Okay, yeah, there's a
Yeah.
tent over there. Yeah, it looks like something an old woman would be living in. Alright, let's go in and check it out. Finish up.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I've come in the name of Sahanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask all you want, lad.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
Those that live by the sword die by the sword. I'm not surprised the end he came to.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Everything about him was suspicious. I always gave him a wide berth.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
How would I know?
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
I don't know, since I don't go to alehouses.
Fair enough.
That's all. Thank you.
Hold on now, I haven't finished. I was going to say, don't be. Alright.
I've come from the priests. They're saying you incited some women to witchcraft.
Me? Witchcraft? That's nothing but idle chatter.
You'd be wise to give me a straight answer. I mean you no harm.
As long as it's the truth you speak. Very well. I'll tell you everything. I've done a very foolish thing. It's preying on my mind so much I can't sleep a wink.
But I'm supposed to believe an old witch has pangs of conscience.
Laugh if you like, but it's not a word of a lie. You probably know I sell various magic lotions and potions alongside my herbs. Well, there's one I wish I hadn't sold. You see, Vera, Zlata, and Kuta from Uzhitz wanted a magic ointment from me. I kept refusing them, but in the end I let them talk me into it.
What kind of ointment was it?
One that will show you a world no one else can see. A place of wonder and terror. The flowers might start talking to you, or the earth could swallow you up. I don't know if it's the work of the devil or of God himself, but the ointment has that power. But it could poison any person who doesn't know how to use it right.
So all this talk of witches anointing themselves and then flying to their sabbaths on broomsticks.
The ointment could make a person see such things. But it was stupid of me letting those foolish women get their hands on it. They could poison themselves or fall off a cliff while they're lost in a dream.
Will you give me the ointment recipe?
It contains belladonna and the herb Paris, both quite poisonous plants. That ought to make you think twice about dabbling with it.
So why did you give them the ointment at all?
Because I'm soft-hearted. You
What?
see, one of those women, Vera, lost her whole family in Skalitz. And Zlata's husband was killed. And the youngest of them, Kuta, miscarried with the horror of it all. They said they wanted to use the ointment to speak with the dead and ask them to put a word in with the Lord.
I understand how they feel. But I reckon it'll get them nowhere but the ducking stool and the stake.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. I didn't want to give them the ointment, but they offered me a pile of groschen. So I thought how desperate they must be, and I heard their plea.
Their plea or the clink of their coin?
Yeah, really. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they kept asking me for heroin, but I was so soft-hearted, I gave it. Yeah.
And why are you so worried about them all of a sudden? What changed your mind?
I'm losing sleep over it. Firstly, those women don't know what they're doing. And secondly, folk might see it as witchcraft. And do you know what they do to witches?
They burn them alive.
That they do. So don't be surprised I'm worried.
It didn't bother you before, though.
Yeah, really. Okay, we already know what they want.
What did they want the ointment for?
Each one of them lost a loved one recently, and it's grieving them. They wanted to talk with the dead.
I've heard enough.
If you've heard enough, you must understand why I need your help. Find out from those women what they intend, and watch over them to keep them safe.
Very well. But only because the priest himself asked me to.
Thank you 1,000-fold. I'll go to the Reverend myself and explain. You take care of those women. Goodbye.
Tell you what, you give me that money, or better yet, give it to the priest. Let him distribute it back to the women, unless he keeps it for himself. All right, let's see what we got for training.
Would you
here.
teach me something about medicinal herbs?
Certainly.
It'll cost ya. I don't think I'm level 5 yet.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Yeah, how much? 60? Let's haggle.
Isn't that quite a lot?
All right, so let's bring it down to about 30. Can't go to 30. About 40, 48.
Is this enough?
That's a poor offer.
I kind of figured that.
Agreed. Now, listen up. Goodbye.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Meet the parish priest in the tavern in the evening. Find out more about Limpy Limp. Playing with the devil. Speak to the village women about magical ointment. Yeah, I think I want to go and do that first, actually. Alright, so we'll go to her. Alrighty. Thanks, old hag. Ow! What? You just ran into me, you little... Alright, I better heal up a little bit here. Marigold. Okay, I better save. Okay. Crap, where's my horse? Oh, there it is. Let's go, Peebles, or Pebbles. Say. Alright, better follow the path through, I guess.
Yeah. If I can jump this. Damn, too late. Okay. Alright, Pebbles, let's go this way. Oh, get in there now.
What the hell was that?
That was just me, don't worry about it.
going on there?
Just me, buddy. Don't worry about it.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Little Miss Witchy Poo.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Well, I never.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all. Thank you. I've heard something about a magical ointment.
Really? I'd like to know where from. And what concern is it of yours, anyway?
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude? What does she want? More money?
It's not about the money. She's concerned about your health. That ointment can be dangerous, and she wants me to make sure you don't do anything foolish.
It can't have got any more dangerous
Damn.
since she sold it to us. Tell her we're ever so grateful for her concern, and goodbye.
Oh, she's stuck, so that's...
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
Really? I'd like to know where from. And what concern is it of yours, anyway?
The priest is worried.
The priest? It's nice to find out what telltales you have for neighbours. But believe me, it's none of your business. Or the priest's.
It could be dangerous. Not just for your soul. That shit is poisonous.
So I'm supposed to believe the herb woman slipped us poison instead of the ointment?
She'd like to know what you plan to do with it, and when.
But we already told her. I don't understand why she'd get you involved in it. Why don't you just leave us alone?
She's really not gonna give in, is she? Come here.
I've heard something about a magical ointment. The priest is worried.
The priest?
That's enough. What I've heard already amounts to a burning offence.
Oh, it's threats
Another
now,
fail.
is it? I've never heard of anyone being put to the stake because of some ointment. If it's fire you want, go back to your damn forge and stop bothering me.
Damn it. Try the other approach.
I've heard something about a magical...
Really?
The priest is worried.
The priest?
I don't quite know what's going on, but I'll find out by hook or by crook. So start talking.
Only
There
a
we
herbal
go.
ointment, some chanting, and 3 women at night in the woods. No harm done to anyone. Maybe some help to some. So why don't you stop interfering? What's going on up?
Does that mean I don't have to speak to the other women, or... Or is she gonna run off to tell the other women? Alright, maybe not. Come on, Pebble.
What are you doing here?
Who's there?
I'll do whatever I want. You wanna go to jail? Actually, I should have asked him to go to the boss, but... Heck with that. way down that way. That looks like it's all gated off by... Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Alright.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm gonna be spending the night. Another night. Oh, we got a pretzel place. Oh, how's my food? How's my nourishment? I'm at 88. What do I got here for food? Alright, what does my little horsey have? Alright. Okay. 94. Just drink of water here. 95. Yeah, that doesn't do much of anything. My energy is okie dokie. No, that looks like to be a fence over that way.
Ow!
Oh, sorry. Talk to the doctor.
Yeah.
Looks like she could be down here. Or up there. No, hold on. She's still at a far distance away. Yeah, I'm over here. Okay, she's right. Blue key. Damn, I could have went down that way. I could turn around. Or just run up there. Go down there, run up there. Stay here, Miss Pebbles. Let's go. Whoa. If I had that option, I'll strong armor. Tell her what is what's going on. We'll burn her. You'll get burned alive. Hello, Vera. How are you?
I heard something about a magic ointment that you got from the herb woman.
Yeah.
You heard that where? And what business is it of yours?
The priest is concerned.
The priest can go to hell. It's because of his sword, the lords and the humans here that killed my husband and children. Where was the priest then, eh?
I don't quite know what's going on, but I'll find out one way or another. So I'd suggest you start talking.
Look, there's no need to make threats. There's nothing going on. Well, maybe a few spells and such, but nothing that could harm folk. We mean well, I swear. Our souls are our own concern. God has forsaken us, and we have to fend for ourselves.
It's not enough. It is.
I've come in the name of Sahan.
Ask
Hold on.
away. What?
It's all grayed out. Okay.
That's all.
That means
Thank
the
you.
answers have already been given to me.
Well, I never.
Oh, well, you never. Alright, let's go check out the other lady here. Okay, she's down obviously a little further. So. Out of my way. Man on the mission here. She?
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
What? Who told you that?
Wow.
Was someone asking around?
Yeah, me.
Gertrude sent me.
And what did she say? Does she want to add something to the ointment?
No. She's worried about what you'll do with it. It's quite dangerous stuff. I don't quite know what's going on, but I'll find out one way or another, so start talking.
We want to put the ointment on at midnight. A little magic, just us and no one else. Come and see for yourself if you like. Just stay out of sight and don't say a word, whatever happens.
Okay, that's all I really wanted to know. How is it that I haven't...
It came from over here.
What came from over there? What are you talking about, lady? You still hopped up on some drug or something? And what do you think people are going to think, young or old lady, about you? Oh, just a little witchcraft. Alright, obviously I'm finished there with them. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Find out more about Limpid Wash. Okay, I still have that to do. Meet the parish priest in the tavern in the evening. Follow the women to the woods. So when is it going to leave for that? The trail led to the women straight to the... The women go somewhere in the woods at night. I'll follow them and find out what they're doing there. Okay, but it doesn't give me a time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the women. That's much more important, I think, for the moment. Now, I don't know how the game handles, like, how realistic is this game? Like, does he even care? And the reason why I asked is, yesterday, okay, so... What time is it here? Alright, I'm gonna walk up to the inn. Or actually go up and start asking more questions. So, Le Bosch. Okay, well, no, I'm in the yellow circle. Oh, we got a weenie hut. Alright. That's a quest giver. That's a location I haven't been to yet. So we're going to go down and take a look at there. Since I have a good part of the day still open for me. So, you're going to give me a hard time getting up here, aren't you? Oh, come on. The daisy all over. Alright. Oh, bugger on off now. Alright. Okay. Let's go, pooper. Yeah, now the reason why I asked that question is yesterday I was playing, of course I got the mission to do the ring, right? And, to dig it up, and found out the executioner had it. And before I bought the game, I had happened to read that the game was sort of realistic in a sense where you can get into some major trouble. But anyway, I went to the executioner. I didn't have the money in order to get the ring from him, so I decided to wait at night to break in, and of course I woke him up. He was kind of annoyed with me. And so I killed him. I took his body and dumped it in the woods. But I waited. I was kind of afraid because I was like, jeez, man, they're going to find out that I did this, right? And, but anyway, never heard hide or tale about the death, his death. So it was like, so you're saying I can kill anybody? I can like go in and wipe out an entire town? long as I keep it quiet, that shouldn't be an issue. Can I get over this? Yeah. So which kind of made me go, well, that's not very realistic. Okay, a horse trader, good. You must be the quest giver, are you?
Good day to you.
Let's talk trade. Alright, so what do we have here? We've got, for 178 coin. Now why is that grayed out? Hold on now, I have spurs. Or did I sell those? Oh crap, look at that. 2 saddlebags. 3 saddlebags. Holy castoli. A fine saddle. 3 saddlebags. Golden spurs. Look at the price of these, will you? 334 for that. Now what will that give me? The bridle is a leather harness mount. Okay, I know what a bridle is. But what does it do? Durability 40, condition 100% weight. But what's it do for me? Which is not needed not for only for general riding, but also for mounted combat or flight. Well. Okay, for the horse, which brings the owner distinction, admiration, and flaunts his social status. Maybe that's why it's all... Can I buy that? I don't like that blue. Don't like that. I don't like these colors. I don't want to buy a color I don't like. A hunter saddle. What's that do? Full armor, which make their mounts. Maybe it's because I don't have a horse here? Could that be it? Come on, boy. There we go.
Farewell.
Well, no, that didn't do it. Maybe it's based on my... No, to be honest with you, I don't like fancy stuff. I really don't like fancy stuff at all. 215 for just... Really? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go without for now. Thanks. Hold on.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much. But I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
I'm not getting very
Do you know what
far.
Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you. I'd like to buy a horse.
Well now, have you seen our steeds?
I'll
have.
just go I have.
Fine animals.
Nothing but the best here. Is there one in particular you fancy?
Oh, they're already pre-named.
I'll miss him. He's a gentle, loyal stallion who obeys without hesitation.
Holy. That's an awful lot of coin.
Maybe some other?
Okay, we'll hold off on that as well.
I'll have to think it over.
Oh, crap. New perk point available. Alright, so how do I apply points or perks or whatever? Is there a way to do this? Stab defense, -5. Why? Alright, why? I want. Oh, okay. Strength of 2. Oh, I can. Okay, I didn't know I could do this. Alright, cool. What's main give me? Now that I know this, okay, I was wondering. I thought it automatically did that. Featherweight, what's that do? I can't go up that high, can I? Or can I? Falling will cause you 3% less injury. That's it. Lets you jump aside during combat. Okay, that's for agility. Holy moly. Huh. That would really come in handy. How do I add this, though? I'm not understanding this. Okay, that's for speech. I guess I can only do the star ones, I guess? Your stamina will regenerate. Oh, okay. Savage, what's that do? In the wild, you have a +1 bonus in strength, agility, vitality, and speech. Can be combined with burger perk. Okay. In towns, villages, or immediate vicinity, will have you. Alright, that's interesting. Penalties on stats following release from jail are 20% lower. I have no plan on going to jail just yet. Increase the time you can do without sleep. Your energy level falls 1/4 more slowly. Now that could come in handy. Increase the sight of distance fast travel so you notice events on the way sooner. Your chances of evading are increased by 10%. Night Rider. Your stamina will generate. Okay, right. Okay, I already did that one. Manly odor. When dirty, you'll have to. However, people will smell you a mile off, reducing your stealth by 30%. Yeah, no kidding. I guess I already have first aid. God, this is hard. Which? I don't know. How many stat points do I have to use here? Does it tell me? I don't see it. No, I don't see it. No, I'll just keep going, I guess. Defense, axe, bow, mace, sword. With a rough, parry the opponent's strike to the side. already find. Stab slash slash. Oh man. Okay. I still don't know how many freaking skill points I have left. I mean, it'd be nice if I knew how many I have here. Defense is always nice to have. Okay, I don't... Alchemy. Yeah, what's this? Current level, okay. Level for herbalism. Hunting, lockpicking, maintenance. Maintenance will come in handy. But I can't do anything. I must not have any more skill points left. Okay, what about reading? Yeah. Alright. I guess that'll be good for now. See what we have here. Alright, so I'm gonna travel up. Well, no, I'm gonna look after the women if I'm able. Alright, let's head up. Whoa, that was hard on the head. Yeah, you do have some nice little horses. Oh, right over, right on. Alright. Already spoken to that lady there. It's awfully familiar to me.
Yeah.
I don't think I spoke to these people yet. So let's speak to them about the boss.
What are you doing here?
Just need to speak to you.
Good day to you.
Good night. Nope, it's grayed out.
May the Lord watch over you.
Talk to the old hag here.
Mother of God. You look like you've been assaulted.
Well, thank you. Nothing going on here.
Goodbye.
You guys have a wash tub. Don't go back in there, lady.
God.
Just want to speak to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good
Grayed
luck,
out,
then.
so that's useless for me. Okay.
Well, I never.
Leave the horse here. Alright. One thing I haven't done is go directly into the middle of the town. Just ask these guys. Hey, how you doing?
Ah,
Hey.
good day to you. What do you need?
That's all been
I'll
grayed
come in the
out.
name of...
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a young fellow like...
Yep, he does.
That's all. Thank you.
Yep, it's all grayed out.
God be with you.
Hey, who's there?
I'm quite surprised the developer still hasn't fixed this game after all this time. Alright. Never stopped them charging for DLCs. This is the place. Yeah.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course, ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, and I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Yeah, I'm not going to get anywhere with
That's
this.
all. Thank you.
I have to look for it not being grayed out.
Take care now.
I'll bring it right.
Hello, young lady.
Good afternoon.
Oh, might as
Have
well
you got a bed
ask
for
that.
me?
All right. For how long?
For one night.
Just the one night?
No problem, but you pay in advance.
Okay, not a problem. It's only 2 coins, so...
Here you are.
You've got it all to yourself. No one will disturb you.
Thanks.
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the
Okay,
door
so
to the
it's the same
building,
place.
there's
All
a
right.
ladder up to the loft. Your bed's ready there, and a trunk for your belongings.
Gotcha.
Good luck, then.
Thank you. Well, at least I have a bed for the night.
God be with you.
Hey, how you doing? No, I don't want to play dice. It's grayed out again. Alright.
Jesus Christ be praised. May the Lord watch
Grayed
over you.
out. What if that's... I'm looking for information. I don't want to keep asking the same crazy questions.
Asparagus!
Hey, how you doing, everybody?
Good health to you.
Same to you. Nope.
Good luck to you.
Good God. What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
Okay, I know. Okay, I stink.
Good luck,
I'll
then.
go get washed. Do they have any water thingies or bathhouses around here? Alright. Everybody tells me I'm stinking.
Wouldn't they make a fine treat?
Hey there, dude.
God be with you.
Hey, how's it going? Okay.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
Grayed
That's
out
all.
as well.
Thank you.
But there is a gentleman right behind me there.
Farewell.
Right there. Oh, hold on. I've already spoken to him. Alright. Yeah, in my last video.
Lovely, delicious cabbage!
Alright, so hold on here. Let's... I already went there. I haven't been down here yet. Let's see. Well, fancy that. You just come out of nowhere. Alright. hello. Come on out, sir.
Is something the matter?
Oh, watch your step now.
God be with you.
Hey, Has. Didn't I just speak to you at the pub?
Farewell.
Grayed out. Okay. You know, let's do this.
I've come in the name of
Of course, ask away.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosch was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Wish he'd help me figure this out. Too many people for me to...
Hey, who's there?
If you can't see me, you got a problem. What about you? Can you tell me anything?
God be with you.
Hey, you too. Nope.
May the Lord watch over you.
They'll just give me the same old talk.
Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
Oh, come on. I don't smell that bad.
Hey, who's there?
God bless.
Alright.
Hey!
It'd be nice if I could buy soap and just bathe in the river. Alright, there's got to be a way to do this. Find out more about Limpy LaBoche. Looked at while LaBoche was a masterpiece of work lately. He'd been taking a religion. Let's see, brother, local priest, and tried to persuade him to tell me something about this LaBoche. He told me. Alright, I think that's what's holding me up, is the priest not telling me. Not me having to go around the townsfolk. Alright, so that's... What time is it here? I could sleep until 8 o'clock, just before it gets dark. Or sleep until 7:30. And then could go up and sleep. Yeah, let's go back to the tavern. Oh, watch yourself. Go back to the tavern and go to bed. Get rested up before I have to worry about having to follow the witches. The very thing they're thinking on doing is witchery, so what's classed as witchcraft. So yeah, they would be burned at the stake. Back then, man, just being accused of being a witch or a warlock usually ended up you being killed. So, well, back in those days anyway. Yeah, we'll sleep until 7:30. Can I click and drag? No. Alright, let's go to Betty Buys. Alright, everybody. This is the end of this stream. Since I don't know if anybody is watching or not, I still want to thank you for taking your time out of your day and watching. And I should be back on streaming my next session in about 20 minutes or so. If you don't see me, that means I'm gone to bed, because it's 2:46 a.m. in the morning. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.